Hey Spookies! Welcome to this week's episode of the Dex, the trivia and battle strategy show all about Pokemon. I'm Medium Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz.
Did you just speak without moving your mouth?
Yes, the real PokeKellz is busy. I am merely a shell, a decoy, if you will.
Okay, this is getting exceedingly creepy. Why are you doing this?
Because this week we will learn of the true horror that is Shedinja.
I hate this. Oh, you're back to normal?
Yeah, I was just trying to get into character, you know? To get a feel for how Shedinja lives his life. Did you know that they never even move? They don't even breathe.
So you weren't breathing that whole time?
I tried, but I had to.
I literally think you might be crazy.
No. But what is crazy is how interesting a Pokemon Shedinja is. There's no other Pokemon like him in the game.
First off, Shedinja's the only Ghost Bug type Pokemon of the whole bunch and only one of two Ghost type Pokemon whose pre-evolution isn't a Ghost type Pokemon, the other being Frostlass.
Second, he's the only Pokemon to evolve simultaneously with another Pokemon. They call this a cast-off evolution, and Shedinja's the only one to evolve this way in the game. Bummer for Shedinja.
Third, the most well-known fact about Shedinja is that he is the only Pokemon with the ability Wonder Guard, which protects him against all attacks that aren't super effective against him. That means he's immune to 12 of the 17 types.
You gotta be careful though, because this Pokemon only has 1 HP. But it is another way that Shedinja stands out from the crowd.
He's really unlike any other Pokemon. There's so much to talk about, I don't even know where to start.
How about where the heck Shedinja comes from?
You mean like Gen 3?
No, goof, how do you get it in the game? You see, a Shedinja is only brought into the world if you have an extra slot in your party when your Nincada evolves into a Ninjask. If you also have an extra Pokeball, then Shedinja will fill that last slot.
That's because Shedinja and his evolutionary chain are based off cicada bugs who actually shed their skin when they metamorphosize. So basically Shedinja is just a crusty old shell of a Nincada. Sick.
In addition to the cicada bug, we've got another nod to ninjas with this line of Pokemon, specifically the fabled Utsuemi technique, where a ninja leaves behind a dummy of himself in order to evade capture. Pretty clever, Ninjask. Oh wait, you're just a log.
Okay, but let's back it up. Are we going to talk about how creepy Shedinja is or what?
Oh, I was hoping to glaze over all that stuff and focus on the positive.
No way, dude. Shedinja's insanely creepy, and that's why he's going to be the first Pokemon for our brand new segment. Let's first take a real close look at this guy. Never moves, never blinks, never breathes, just floats around. Like Kristen Stewart. But that doesn't mean he's a do-nothing type guy. He can attack, listen, and understand commands, and show loyalty to a trainer. If he's just a hollow shell, how does he do it? It's so creepy.
And what about that halo around his head? Does that mean Shedinja is a Pokemon angel? Does that mean Shedinja is dead? Does that mean Shedinja is undead? It's so creepy.
Shedinja's Pokedex entry is the worst of all. It says that if you look into the hole in its back, it will cause him to steal your soul. Why does he want it? What will he do with it? No one knows. It's so creepy.
Wait a minute, Game Freak. Why did you tell us that he steals our soul if we look into his back and then put that hole into every one of his back sprites? Are you trying to steal our souls?
Yeah, is that why Pokemon's been around for this long? Is it because you've been using Shedinja as a vehicle to capture our souls and render us incapable from stopping to play the game of Pokemon?
Holy hoppits! That's so creepy!
Holy Hoppips? Yeah, Shedinja's one creepy dude, but you know, it kind of adds to the allure of him. However, that is whatever right now, because now it's time to take a look at his battle strategy. Ready, Kells? Yeah! Because Shedinja has the ability Wonder Guard and has only 1 HP, battling with him is much different than it is with almost any other Pokemon.
Unfortunately, Shedinja is extremely vulnerable due to his HP. This has placed him way down in the NU tier. However, don't count him completely out, because against the right Pokemon, he's unstoppable.
Before you consider having a Shedinja on your team, know this. He does take damage from things like Spikes, Sandstorm, Hail, and Stealth Rock, so you gotta have a Rapid Spinner or a Weather Blocker on your team or he's gonna get knocked out almost immediately.
With your effort values, attack and speed are pretty much the only way to go, since Shedinja can't gain any HP EVs, and defenses don't really matter when you've only got 1 HP. This means that you'll want to go with a lonely nature. Kinda fitting.
The crux of Shedinja's set is the Ghost type move Shadow Sneak. With its priority in stab, it'll allow Shedinja to outspeed an opponent who may be able to hit it otherwise. Combine this with Swords Dance for a stat boost when you can get it, X-Scissor for another stab, and Protect in the last slot.
Protect is important to scout your opponents for moves that could hurt Shedinja. While you're at it, throw on a Focus Sash for him to give him an extra life, so to speak.
Of course, Shedinja's got plenty of other weird ninja tricks up his sleeve, so as always, here are a few random thoughts.
To prolong your Shedinja's life, Baton Pass a substitute on him to avoid some residual damage and to give him one extra hit.
Endure can also give you even more protection from Pokemon who can work around Wonder Guard.
Also, if you can manage to get a Pokemon to use the move Soak on your Shedinja, he'll turn into a water type, which will gain him immunities against 15 of the 17 types. That would suck for your opponent.
And finally, you can always replace Shadow Sneak with Shadow Claw for a little bit of extra damage, but keep in mind that you do lose that priority against faster opponents.
Well, that's the end of the line for Shedinja today. I hope you gained a new respect for this weird little Pokemon.
I know I sort of did. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, if you have a suggestion for what Pokemon for us to do next week, leave in the comments below, and if you missed last week's episode, check it out right there. I'm Medium Alex.
And I'm PokeKellz. Tune in next week for another wacky episode of
The Dex. That means that
And action.
Wait, I'm so sorry. I got coffee in my eye. It's like all over my eye.
check out Shedinja. It's weird that I'm in the corner of the screen right now. And the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, because that's where this is going.